Let me just start off by sharing something that I got recently. It was an order for Taco Bell. Okay, it wasn't this exact Taco Bell, but I got one for $6.50 for like 1.7 miles, right? And I thought, hey, that's a pretty decent order, but it's Taco Bell. So like, no, I'm just not gonna accept it. I'm not gonna reject it either, just because I didn't really feel like rejecting it. It would have been too many steps to go through. You know, I just didn't feel like it. So then, a couple minutes later, I get the same order for the same Taco Bell, the same customer. I know that for a fact because I looked at the map, and now I've driven 0.2 miles away from Taco Bell, right? And it's going to be $6.50 order for 1.9 miles. This is so interesting to me, and it's not just Taco Bell, right? It's DoorDash as a whole. Other examples are the stores behind me. I have Wingstop, Cafe Rio, Jamba Juice, Boston Market, Einstein Bros. They're all there. I'm getting orders for all of these, and then if I don't accept or reject the order, I will simply get the order again if DoorDash isn't very busy. I think this is so interesting and is exactly what Grubhub does. If I refuse to accept an order or decline an order on Grubhub, I will get it again. And you know, as they try to show you higher or lower payouts if you drive closer or further away from the restaurant. My first thought is, this is so strange. DoorDash has never done this before. Usually if I don't respond to an offer, they just assume that I didn't want it and they will remove it from my phone. I have never seen where they will send me another offer of the exact same restaurant, same customer. It is the same offer, except it is now being sent to me again. They have not done this in the past. Is this like something that is going to affect our driving? And I think it will. Let's start off with like why I think this could be a bad thing. Well, first off, I don't want to be tricked into thinking that I'm receiving another order. You know, like my phone is often flooded with offers from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart. Sometimes I'm running all of them at the exact same time, trying to find a good offer that is worth my time. Well, it could get annoying if DoorDash is going to continue to just like keep sending me offer after offer of the exact same thing. Like, why would I even want that? It doesn't make sense. Unless I actually forget to switch over to DoorDash. Let's say I'm preoccupied with Instacart and I'm like trying to see if there's any new offers coming through, and DoorDash just comes along and they're like, oh, here's an offer, the same offer, but maybe you hadn't seen it for the first time. And that's when I started to think about like, hey, maybe this is actually a very good thing. Maybe this is something that I would want to see. Because let's take this Taco Bell order for instance. Like Taco Bell, of course I never want to go there. The drive-through line has like 10 cars in it at all times. Lobby's always closed. I don't want that. Like that's just completely ridiculous. However, if it was another restaurant, a good restaurant that I knew would have the order ready, let's just say Chipotle in my area is very, very good. If it's a $6.50 offer for 1.7 miles, you know I'm gonna have to accept that because of the ability to get that to the customer so quickly, and there could be a hidden tip on top of that, so it could be more than $6.50. If it's Taco Bell, I don't care about that. I'm not taking it anyway. But if it's Chipotle and I'm preoccupied with Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, whatever it is, I might miss that DoorDash order because they only give us about 45 seconds to accept the offer. I may not get back in time to actually see what kind of order DoorDash was trying to give me. But if they send me the offer again, if it's 1.9 miles for Chipotle, $6.50, of course I'm gonna want to accept that. So this could actually save me in times when I can't get back to the app in time to click accept or reject. This is actually in favor of multi-apping, which is amazing. When has DoorDash ever done an update that would actually help multi-apping? You know, I run the risk of actually saying that out loud and DoorDash catching on and then trying to do something about this to prevent us from being better at multi-apping. But that is just something that I have observed that is like so helpful for me, because this has actually happened maybe like 1 or 2 times where this is like, oh, if only it was a good restaurant, then this would have helped me. So that is something I'm definitely going to be looking for, you know, in these next like couple days and weeks to see if something like this is going to help me. It is important to note that the offer price could actually change when DoorDash is trying to send you the same order that they've already sent you. Let's say that you are multi-apping, you have an Uber Eats order and you're delivering it, you're about half a mile away from dropping that one off, but it's actually a half mile that's taking you away from your hotspot, the one with most of your restaurants. So you get a DoorDash order and it's $7 for about 4 miles, you know, and like 2 or 3 of the miles is just getting you back to your hotspot. You think, maybe I don't want to take that. Maybe I want to wait for something that may be paying me a little more than $7. So instead of immediately rejecting that offer, especially in a slow time, maybe you're like, you know, let's actually not reject that. Let's just let the timer run down, run it all the way to 0, and then the offer will disappear from my phone. And you continue doing that Uber Eats delivery, you know, 0.5 miles. Now at this point, when you're ready to drop off the order, you're taking a picture of it, you're ringing the doorbell, you're walking back to your car, you might get that same DoorDash offer again, and it's actually going to be $7.25, maybe $7.50. This is because they're offering you a higher base pay for the mileage driven, or they could be revealing more of that tip to you because now instead of a 4-mile delivery, it's 4.5 miles. This will help you make better decisions when you're on the road. And that's what I love so much, because with DoorDash, when you are running these apps, you know, even Uber Eats, Grubhub, any of them, these companies don't want to give you a competitive advantage for making smarter decisions. It makes more business sense for them to do what's best for them and then just not really care about the independent contractors that are delivering the food. I'm really focused on ways that we can run our business better to make sure that we are making the best decisions that we can, just like DoorDash decides to do for their business. This is something that we should really look at, because maybe a $7 order might not be worth it for you, but maybe a $7.50 offer could be worth it for you. You know, it's only 50 cents in the short term, but in the long term, this could actually help us out a huge amount, because like 50 cents here, 75 cents there, another 50 cents here, like it could start to add up for you, and you can start making better decisions as a delivery driver, you know, and as someone that maybe delivers almost every single day, or, you know, try to hit like 25 out of 30 days worked in a month. Like, these earnings can really add up. As a Grubhub driver, I never really appreciated when they would do this to me. They would send me the same offer twice and like add 10 cents, 15 cents here if I'm further away from the restaurant. Because usually, like, I just don't want to take it anyway. Like, it's a big hassle to have to go into Grubhub, click reject, give a reason, and then confirm it. Like, it's a lot of effort. So sometimes I'll just leave Grubhub alone, and then I'll be like, oh, I got another Grubhub order? Oh, it's the exact same thing. Like, sometimes that's annoying. But with DoorDash, there's a lot more offers that are actually worth your while, and you should be accepting. It's just that sometimes you can't get to your phone in time. So this is so great for drivers. You can utilize this feature or bug or whatever it is to your advantage when you're driving. I'm not trying to convince you that this is some huge update that you should be incredibly concerned about. Like, this is a very small thing, but all the small things that can actually benefit us as drivers, I feel like I need to talk about them, because I don't want to be the person that just talks about a bunch of negative stuff and how DoorDash is trying to abuse us. I want to be the one that can come here and tell you about all the positive things that are happening. If you want to keep watching my videos, I have one right here for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.